Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So, this video is about finally getting a channel up devoted to my truck. Now, I have a few coworkers that have seen me with this truck. I've had this truck for about 3 years at this point. Now, this was my first truck. It's a LS-based 4.8 liter V8 5-speed manual transmission. Now, it's not that fast. It's not anything to really be too worried about when it comes to racing it. All I can say is it's fairly bulletproof. The motor, original motor, 187,000 miles? Yeah, 186. So, basically, this video is about what I'm planning to do with it. So, when I first got the truck, it wasn't that I bought it or I inherited it. I was driving it around the summer right at the end of high school. And what ended up happening was I was doing a shit ton of burnouts. First thing that happened was did a massive fucking burnout right alongside the school. Second time I tried that, well, transmission decided to stay in first gear and not go into second. So that was $1,200 that I put down the drain. After that winter, I decided to do donuts all the way out in Kodak Park, and I blew the differential after about 2 or 3 times doing that. So after that, I decided to start being easy on the truck, and now that I'm being easier on the truck, it's served its purpose and served its purpose very, very well. It gets me to work and back. I get roughly 15-16 miles per gallon. Now that's pretty bad for a modern pickup truck, but not so bad considering I'm driving this thing. Now, what are the plans for it? Plans are put a 6-liter in it. 6-liter, possibly a turbocharger, and put a T56 6-speed in it out of like a Camaro SS. As well as putting a different rear differential, because the ones that are in these tend to break if you put them, get more than 450 horsepower through them. That being said, what's my plans with the channel and social media? Well, plans with the channel is, well, update everybody about the truck, and that's probably going to be about it. Maybe have a few car meet events in it. Now, like I said, I don't want to race this thing. I don't want to beat it. Probably the best thing for me to do right now is just to drive it back and forth to work until I get to a certain point where I can afford to put the 6-liter in it and redo the whole thing. Now, the truck's rusty. It has a lot of shit wrong with it. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is fixing all the rust first and then start doing all the little stuff to make it faster and possibly more dependable. But this is just going to be the first upload that I put on my YouTube channel for the truck. The second one's probably going to be the burnout video about I think it was like 2 or 3 days before I blew up the rear end. But either way, this truck's treated me well, and it's from my grandfather too. So that's the main reason why people ask me, well, why are you keeping that piece of rust? Because my grandfather had it, it's always been in the family, and so on and so forth. Now I'm driving it around and beating the crap out of it. I'd like to see it get restored and finally do what I wanted to do with it, and what I feel like he would have wanted to have done with it. Because I'm obviously going to be enjoying this thing until, well, the truck's ready to go. And I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this thing. That's why I have a Facebook page for it. Anyways, link. I'll probably end up posting some links in the bottom, in the description. Probably to the Facebook. I'm going to end up having a TikTok here fairly soon, figuring out what I can do with this thing. But anyways, follow me. Give me a few suggestions on what I should do with it, and I'll talk to you all later.